Welcome to Mansfield, Ohio. Welcome to It's a Great Day for America. I am your frogged up Facebook and Twitter's Ryan W. Nemec. It is pretty ugly out here today, folks. It is still currently snowing. Be thankful we are not in, Cleveland, Akron, Youngstown. They are getting pummeled at the moment, and that is not us. However, it's still ugly. Route 30, we are going 45, 50 miles an hour tops, and down past the steel mill, it was 40, if we're lucky. So it's slick as all get out. It is not pretty. The ramps are horrible. I'm not picking on ODOT. They are out trying to do the best they can, but this thing came in late overnight. And apparently it's going to be snowing for a little bit longer. And not to trample on anyone's toes, but instead we're going to go over to Elmer in the Weather Center, and he can tell you more about what's going on. Thank you, Ryan. Currently the temperature is 31 degrees with a wind chill of 24. And apparently the snow is not the only thing frozen because I cannot open up my weather app. I can tell you that this morning's snow will continue till approximately 8 o'clock this morning, and then it's just going to be cold. The weather map is not working, no weather app. So expect temperatures in the 30s, the snow's going to knock it off, and be thankful that we're not further east than we are. Back to you in the studio. All right, sorry about that, Elmer. The iPhone is failing us today. I don't know what to do about it. But, yep, can't get it up. That sounded bad, but you know what I mean. The weather app does not want to work with me today. So, yeah, Elmer was right. It's going to snow for, maybe 3 more hours, if that, and we'll go from there. But to move on from that debacle, let's move on to birthdays with Casey. Thank you, Ryan. Today, according to the Facebook calendar, we'd like to wish a happy birthday to Chad Brinker. We hope you have a wonderful birthday. Back to you in the studio. All right, thank you, Casey. Whew, okay, we got that out of the way. So, yeah, as I was saying, 42, it's wet. I wouldn't necessarily trust it. Don't know when or if black ice is going to take effect on any of this. I'm watching my windshield getting filled up with more snow. It's wet. It's slick. And I just watched an idiot go down Diamond Street sliding. So, if you have to come down that hill towards 5th Street, sorry, slow it down, okay? This isn't a good day to drag race. So, that being said, like I said, 30, right lane passable, ODOT is out, and the ramps are just crap. Let's go on to WMFD.com, your official closing and delay information station. Okay, so Bucyrus, under 2-hour delay. Clear Fork is closed. Colonel Crawford, 2-hour delay. Crestview, closed. Foundation Academy, 2-hour delay. Galleon Schools, 2-hour delay. Hillsdale, you're closed. Mansfield Elective Schools, 2-hour delay. Lucas, closed. Madison, 2-hour delay. Mansfield Christian, 2-hour delay. Mansfield City Schools, 2-hour delay. Richland Academy School of Excellence, 2-hour delay. Shelby, 2-hour delay. St. Joseph School, say it with me, 2-hour delay. St. Mary's School of Mansfield, 2-hour delay. And Willard City Schools, 2-hour delay. That's the first and only time I'm going to rattle that off today. Be sure to head over to WMFD.com for the latest in your closing stations. Businesses and delays, what's going on? Butler Nutrition Center and Spectrum Behavioral Solutions. They got something going on there. Go check it out. So beyond that, is everyone else staying warm? Yay, yay. Okay, that's cool. Heading back to the front page here to see if they're going to give me any kind of level 1, level 2. We got nothing as far as levels are concerned. That's going to change because this is pretty ugly. So how you been? How's it going? Segues. We're trying to work on our segues. Vanity. Some of you may know her from the Last Dragon movie. She had a couple albums in the 80s. She was, big time Prince protege. She passed away at the age of 57 yesterday. Had herself a crack addiction back in the 90s. Ruined her kidneys, and they're saying potentially that's kind of contributing to killing her off. So, not really a big fan of trying to talk about the whole drug issue. But, that's going to leave a mark. Okay, sorry about that, folks. But I don't get how we still have a drug problem. Because it's still, it's not like someone says, hey, heroin's addictive and can kill you. And people are going, what? I didn't know that. So I'm at a loss as to why people are starting it, let alone, well, I can understand why they keep going, but I don't understand why they're still starting it. But anyhow, we're moving on to another addiction. If you'll excuse me a moment. And we have to go on to the all too familiar. Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, because we need a little controversy. Is there anyone better in this political campaign than Mr. Trump? Yep, here we go. That's better at keeping themselves in the press. So now, because of the way he was treated in South Carolina and the crowd that was brought in for the debate, he is citing things are unfair, everyone's against him, and their Republican Party is not holding up their end of the agreement to support him. And so he's trying to say that, hey, if I don't get this thing from you guys, maybe I will run for a third party because you didn't hold up your end of the bargain. Why should I? And I think it would be way more interesting if he were to run as a third party candidate. Because, he is funding himself. He doesn't need the GOP money. And people are already booing him wherever he goes. So if he could get someone else's party to, load up the crowds and, yay, Trump, great to go. This is going to be fun, like when Bush and Clinton and Ross Perot were all going at it. And tell me you didn't watch any of those three-way debates, because those were entertaining. It's like, okay, President Bush, you're going to answer that question, not gonna debt. And then there's Clinton over there going, oh, no, I didn't have sex with that intern. And then there's Ross Perot going, you know what the problem is, America? America, it's like giving peanut butter to a horse and thinking it can talk. It's like, it was awesome. It was a great, great time. Ross Perot was just going nuts. Guess what? Billionaire wanted to make a difference. Is this making any difference? Well, I don't know if he's saying he wants to make a difference, but is this more of a ego thing, or is he actually trying to help America? Who knows? As I've stated several times before, if you check out the fall of the Roman Empire, the Romans were getting too big for themselves. They were bringing in other countries' people to do their grunt work, and they just kept bringing them in and bringing them in. They kept being allowed to stay, and then the empire started putting people in power that weren't politicians. And then everything went nuts because those particular people couldn't run the show. And one can't help but think, illegal immigration, Trump's not a politician, if he wins, does Mexico throw us over? Just to have history repeat itself. I really hope I'm not sitting here in a year or two going, I told you so, or whatever the Spanish equivalent of that would be, because that's guaranteed we'd have a national language then if that happens. Like, guess what? You're all speaking Spanish. Good luck. And I'll spend a lot of my time going, no habla español. And they'd be like, too bad, I say. And, well, that was racist. No, it wasn't. all I know. It's my ignorance in the language, all right? Back off. Man, I quote something from Scarface or professional wrestling or something. And speaking of professional wrestling, have you noticed the Republicans and Democrats? They're kind of like, if you think of the WrestleMania 3 main event, Hulk Hogan versus Andre. They hated each other. They were talking about each other all for months, and they were getting to the match, and they were beating the crap out of each other in public. And then once they're done, they go backstage and high-five each other, grab a beer, and then they count through the money that you people paid to see it. It's astounding familiar, because this is exactly what the Republicans and Democrats do. They're like, no, their ideas suck. No, your ideas suck. Okay, you vote against this one. We're going to go for it, okay? It's okay. Sounds good. And then they count our money at the end of the day. Laughing. So just a thought about that. So with that, sorry, I'm getting distracted by watching the snowfall and wondering how bad it's going to get. Anyhow, you're most likely on a 2-hour delay, if not worse. Be sure to check out WMFD.com for the latest. For you people like myself that need to get to work, Route 30, not in great shape. We were doing 40 miles an hour past the steel mill. So the ramps, when I went by, the ramps weren't touched. But like I said, ODOT is out and doing their thing. So be careful out there. Give yourselves plenty of extra time to get to work. If your kids, enjoy your 2 hours of extra sleep. And with that, this is Facebook and Twitter's Ryan W. Nemick reminding you, as always, to keep banging your drum.